The next piece I had to do was to create the settings to actually toggle between the two. And I've just made a static class so that no matter which scene I was in, I'd be able to toggle the bowl, change it from using joystick or not. The main menu button uses this toggles control method, and the button calls this function and just toggles it on or off. So while it's important to give the user an option to have different input methods, I went with the accelerometer initially, mainly because the way the game plays through, it's best to use your device to control it, so you have your full viewport rather than having your hands in the way while you're interacting with it. But some players may decide that they prefer joystick and that's what they're used to. So giving that different option is very good. So for my capstone project, I plan on doing the joystick toggle, and the reason for that is although now you have your hand somewhat in the field of view of play, um, it makes it easier when you're doing these action fight sequences against another player, um, and you don't want to turn the screen where you can't see anymore, because you're trying to get that full tilt to get them and go in an exact direction. So you leave the device flat and where you can actually look at it, and then you can use the joystick to actually control, so that you can always be watching what's going on without moving the device around and potentially missing a key moment that you have to hit the attack button or try and hit a potion or anything like that. Lastly, I'm going to go over the camera function. This game didn't really have a good need for the camera function. We could have added it as a texture to the ground and take a picture of your, the room you're sitting in. But for the most part, I just wanted to show the capability of it. So what I did was I created an icon, so you can capture the image, and it basically just gives a little icon of the user as they're playing. Just something you can do, and if you do it like a multiplayer, you can pass those icons from one player to the next, and you give a little bit more feedback on who's playing against who. The code I use for that is in the main menu. I have, starting off, a webcam texture. That's the function we're using to get the web cameras, which is what Unity's calling them. I looped through all of the devices because I want the forward-facing one. Because my main focus for that icon was it'd be a picture of your face as you're playing. So I look for the first device that is front-facing. More likely there's only two devices, or if not just one. But all I need is the first instance of it, and then I just break out of the for loop. Then if there is no forward-facing camera, I do want to at least leave the option to still use this. So if we didn't find any that fit this, we just use whatever's default. That would basically mean, okay, any camera, just use that one. So at least, if they have a back-facing camera, they can use that and take a picture of the room, or if they really wanted to, they can turn the device around. So when I get to the capture image button, that capture image here, that calls this function, which says icon texture. That is this piece here, the blank image, and it fills it with the web camera's active feed, and we get rid of the blank text so that obviously it's getting filled now. So this calls it so that we're actually like playing a video of them, so that they can look through the camera and the way that they really want to. And then we hit the stop image button, and that calls the store photo, where we get the pixels of the last instance of that camera, apply it to this texture, and then we store that in the icon now. And then we go ahead and stop the camera for performance reasons. And that is it. Thank you.